Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're gonna be doing a mural, which I am so excited to do. It's gonna be in the wall to the side front of me, and I'm not gonna show you because you have to wait till the end so that you can see what I did. And no, don't hit the forward button. Don't do that. Have a little self-control and discipline because we are going to be doing this together. So yes, I'm in the new house and I have done a mural one time before, which is in my bathroom, and I did that like maybe about a month ago. We're gonna say it's been a month. Yeah. And I was very much intimidated by murals, so I didn't think it was gonna go well at all, and it went a lot better than I thought it would. So it gave me the push to go ahead and do this mural, which we are going to show you today. But that being said, I was naive, thinking that this mural was gonna be as easy as the other one. I mean, I knew it wasn't gonna be super easy because it was more complex, of course, but I didn't realize the level that it takes to do a large painting with acrylics. Like the level of knowledge and skill that it takes, the process that you have to figure out. Thankfully, I learned so much from this mural, so I'm gonna just take that with me. God first. And yeah, so like let's just go. Okay, go. All right, go. Just to the mural, not to another video. I started with a design that was kind of random, but hey, what the heck? It's my room. Nobody's gonna really see it except me and the rest of the world. So this is what I came up with. So here's past me talking. Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So today I am going to just prep a little as far as figure out what my items should be. Like, I want to make sure that I have the things that I need in order to create this mural effortlessly and not struggle too much. So the first thing I have is this water bottle, but usually you actually use this to put paint. And what's really cool about this is that you can put, like, this has a little magnet, so you can put brushes to stand here so they don't just are fully immersed in water. So that's pretty cool. So we got our little thing, which I'm gonna use as a water thingy instead of using it as a paint. Couple brushes. I got a white that's not too white. The darkest I have is this gray, but of course I'm gonna try to mix in some of my acrylic paint in order to make it a little bit darker if I need to. So I got a little blue. I got green because I don't like to mix my greens. I got yellow. I got red. I try to use the blending medium that I talk a lot about in my videos. I'm gonna try to use that to be able to see if I can create glazes on the wall. I don't know how well it's gonna work when it's completely vertical, but yeah, I'm gonna try to do that and see how that goes. So I started by wiping down the walls, and then of course I put a paper towel to it to make sure that it was dry before I applied the paint. And here I am mixing up some paints, and I would like to say keep the paint stored so that you don't run into the fact that you have to mix them again and possibly mix the wrong colors. I got that tip from 1000's channel, but I did not implement it because I didn't have any covers or lids to put on these cups. But nonetheless, that was the least of my worries. I also want to say it's so easy to look back at it and say, wow, it's so easy to do a mural when you're looking at a time lapse of it, but when you're actually through the thick of it all, it's actually extremely nerve-wracking when you're doing it and things are just not coming up your way. For example, this nose, you'll see towards the end, it wasn't even the same nose anymore. It was like worked so many times that I think for today, I think we might just leave it like this for today. It looks decent in the video, but when you like look up close to it. I'm not 100% sure it looks decent. So we're gonna try to figure out what we're gonna do, and yeah, go from there. This is a perfect example of me trying to find the same shade of flesh tone that I was looking for that I just couldn't work. So I was trying to like improvise as much as possible and blend. I am pretty proud of the eyes though. It is day 2. Well, it's not actually day 2. It's the 3rd day since I started painting this, but it's day 2 of painting it. I am so excited because the part that was the hardest, or I believe to be the hardest in this, is just getting skin tones and everything right. Now, it's not perfect, but for my first mural that is like this rather than an abstract mural floral like I did in the bathroom, I think it's okay. Like it's okay. Like, you know. If you're wondering what type of fruit this is, I think it's an apple. Yeah. And I have to say, this was my favorite angle to paint from. By the way, I improvised the grass like there was no tomorrow. I had absolutely no idea or plan as to what I was doing there. But as you'll see time and time again, layers upon layers fixes everything. This, of course, is where I started glazing, and that was quite the process. Just because I had never actually glazed on a wall before, so it was a little bit more complicated, and it dried so much faster than it would on regular canvas. Goodness. Okay guys, so here's the deal. This thing has made me want to just quit acrylics and just go back to stinking like gouache and I don't know, just gouache right now. It's just not doing it for me. The glazing, that was the first thing that was like, this was not good. And then this area right here was just so incredibly frustrating to deal with, because what I should have done is done it the way I did it in the bathroom, which was like abstract style, not like this. This is like more impressionist, I'm gonna say. And it's just, it was just so hard to deal with. It's not my cup of tea, so I rather not do impressionist. Alright, so I just also want to say that inevitably, you know, I say these things and I am very much right now kind of like just frustrated, very frustrated right now, but inevitably I do go back to the things that are hard for me to master, because this paint medium gets me this. Okay, even though this is not exactly what I want, but it gets me something close to what I want. So that's why I do it. Once I realized that the design wasn't doing enough for me, I started adding a little bit more on Procreate. I took a picture of the wall and just added onto it, and I think I came up with an idea that I was a lot happier with. Okay, so this is the mural. This is a mural. This is the piece that I was so excited to do. And side note, yes, I did cut my hair and I gave myself a little bit of a makeup. You know, I gave myself a little bit of a lift to be able to do the introduction and the ending of this video because, bro, like, I was frumpy like a monkey. But anyways, yeah, so I am so happy. I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put the desk in this area and work here. I don't know yet. I'm not 100% sure, but I will use this as a way to make my videos a little bit more aesthetically intriguing rather than having that blank wall that you saw in the beginning of the video. I mean, it wasn't the actual wall, but you know what I mean. Like, all the walls in this room were painted the same. I am thoroughly happy with the way that it came out. I feel like I did a good job, even though it was quite the struggle. And there's things that I realized that when you're painting big, you have to change your process in order to be able to adjust to the fact that acrylics dry so fast that you have to work a different way. You can't work as you would usually work with a painting that's smaller. So that's a side note that I want to take for all of you acrylic painters and for myself. The best thing to do with these type of murals is to start with a block of color for each section. So say, for example, this area right here would be a block of color of red, not a gradient. This area right here would be a block of color of a peach flesh tone, not a gradient either, okay? Then you work your way, because in the second layer, things are not as translucent, and so it's better, okay, than trying to do a gradient in the first layer and trying to match up that gradient in the second layer, like that's insane. And that's what I tried to do, and that's what I did. And I mean, overall, in the end, it looks good, but no, you don't need to do that. The other thing is improvisation is your friend. So I didn't know what I was gonna do here. I started splashing the walls like with greens and other colors, and then I improvised by adding a couple leaves and stuff like that. And yeah, it looks painterly. It looks painterly. This is not meant to be like a spray painted mural. This is a hand painted mural, so it's a little bit different. And that leads me to tip number 3 is if you're gonna do a hand painted mural, embrace the brush strokes, because hand painted murals, to get them to that level of perfection, then just become skilled in spray paint. Don't even bother, you know? These hand painted murals, it's a different beast, it's a different skill set, and you know what? Brushwork is welcome in these, you know, hand painted murals. So don't feel like you have to get everything so pristine and perfect, because the brushwork makes it unique to your style. So that is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I am so thankful for every single one of you guys that have subscribed, have liked, or have commented on my videos. It means quite a lot, more than you think, because I'm trying to make this art thing a business. It's not a hobby for me. It's a passion, but it's also a business, God willing, later on.